initiating and aligning plan with organizational vision, mission, and values. And we're going to have another one we call understanding strategic planning and its significance. So, okay, we have done this. That was the first one. Understanding organizational strategy, planning and its significance of organizational success. So, then another one will be this implementing strategic plan, engaging the stakeholders. Engaging stakeholders. There's another topic. We'll also do strategy review and adaptation. Maybe this can be the last. This can be the last. We now think of which one can be the last. Okay, let's do this. As we wait for Madam also to join us, the second topic will be more detailed and more challenging. So let's do this in this time of our breakfast. So, Madam, you can start your recording. You know that your recording has helped. At least it can. Part of it can form part of my podcast. And I cannot tell you people enough, but most of the things you hear me share is what you can also be from my podcast or my blog. Because almost every day, if not every day, but on average of every day, I speak across management issues to my global audience through my website and through my Facebook page. And you also need to connect to my Facebook page to be getting updates on certain things. Because most of these things, every now and then, are updated. Knowledge is going too much updates in our world now. Virtually what people study in the school before they come out here. Oh, madam.
You are not started. You are about to start.
Thank you for not starting, but I expected you to start.
I was buying time for you.
Thank you, sir. In fact, I love education. My husband has been in the hostel since 2 weeks. He came in this morning.
Oh.
In fact, I ran that car in 9 when I was about to come out. So, I just was happy.
Okay.
I needed to tell him welcome. At least before I carry back the gift box.
Okay. Because we are saying, Madam was the person who was saying, right? But we said maybe something.
He was supposed to stay extra 4 weeks. But yesterday the doctor told him to take a week to rest in his house.
That's good. You want to teach the doctor?
Amen.
So I wanted us to talk initiating and aligning plans with organizational visions, mission and values. So, you know, as a chief executive, most of the things organization people do, they are not really aligning it with their vision.
The collecting machine.
Let me start with this. Many years ago, I think about less than 10 years ago, we approached a GM of the company, a very big company, to do a training for them. She made a statement. She said, we base our training based on performance system. That is what they call performance approach. I told them, madam, you're wrong. Do you mean that what determines your capacity development or training will be what happened yesterday or yesterday? She said, is it not so? Is it not what you people taught us? So that was a very funny business. I said, okay, maybe they taught you that, but I think you would have focused in training and capacity development on the vision where you're taking your organization to. Not necessarily, maybe 10% on what has happened. Because the chances are, if somebody had made a mistake of falling last year, he may have corrected himself to some extent. That now going to give him a training on how to avoid falling may be wasting of resources and time. Now that comes into say that most time organizations are not aligning their plans to their vision, their mission, and their values. I need to spend time to explain to her why majority of your training needs will be directed towards your organizational need for the future, not necessarily yesterday. So this is the essence of this topic, to challenge us to know that more of our approval, more of our endorsement on what should be our plans, our program, and our procedure supposed to be directed towards where is the company headed for? Where is the organization headed? Yesterday is gone, there's nothing you can do about it. If staff find themselves and you have disciplined them, you don't need to spend 10 million naira on how to stop fighting. Learn to be proactive. Many organizations are reactive, they are not proactive. Giving them training to stop fighting is a reactive program. You are not proactive. You are not doing what Stephen Covey said, that leaders should be proactive. You're supposed to have done that thing before without them fighting, so that you will forestall the act of fighting. Having fought is already gone. If you have put a disciplinary measure on them, that's supposed to have taught them a lot of lessons. And that is why also organizations should have a good disciplinary apparatus in place. Or grievances handling. Many organizations that have grievances handling mechanisms. So do you people have it in your company? Grievances handling mechanisms. Okay. Through union. Is it through union?
Handling. Yeah, you don't because grievances handling in my place.
Grievances handling.
Yeah, it wouldn't be called grievances handling. Human resources, human capital management. They are in charge of mentoring, all those coaching, all those negotiations, all those reconciliations. So, if you have a complaint, they'll take it to the disciplinary section, depending on what it is.
Okay,
They
disciplinary.
will look at it.
Okay.
And if for any reason you fight in the office, of course, it's not to be discussed. It's termination of contracts.
Okay.
It's not to be discussed. You are attempting to fight in the office means that you don't know the job.
Okay.
Okay. The moment the report comes out from security people that happened,
Okay.
and there's a proof that it happened, the response letter is that your service is no longer required. The report that asks you to write is formality,
Okay.
just to document it that you actually fought.
Okay. That's the way they handle it. Is there a different way? Is that the same approach?
It's almost the same, but that's depending on the severity of what happened. So we have what we call, they give you query.
Wait, wait.
They have, if you move a bit lower, it can be suspended. If you also move a bit further, it can be suspended without pay. The other one can be terminated.
For fighting?
No, I say depending, I'm doing different scenarios.
No,
What
I mean
we
for fighting.
terminated, it is a serious, our own is a serious warning. Depends on the nature of fight, because there can be loose fight and be real aside fight. But when you steal, theft, touching of company documents,
That's criminality.
that one is
Touching of public documents.
documents. That is
That's
information.
classified documents.
Yeah, information.
Everybody touch public documents.
Leaking information, classified information. You are sacked without benefit, and in most cases, you will be handed over to police for terrorism. So
Sure.
it depends on the grievance, the level of the grievance. So
No, if it's medicinary case now, that's why I have disciplinary section. If it's medicinary case, of course there will be query, a panel will be set.
yeah,
that will be supervised by human capital management as the chair.
Somebody there.
Yes, as the chair. Yeah. Then those kind of giving queries, they review your queries.
You cannot be patient for it.
No, I mean if it's mere disciplinary action, like somebody can be queried for coming late to work.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Somebody can be given a warning for some
Yes.
attempting dubious acts. But if for any reason you fight in my company, I mean fighting, it's already a laid down policy written in black and white. It tantamount to termination of appointment. They will query you yet, like I call a report. The purpose of that is just to get you
Documentation.
to document it that it actually happened. The moment it's established that it happened, or if you're even unlucky, there's camera in that zone, and the camera caught it, it's a double evidence. Nothing. The only letter you get can never be warning, can never be suspension. The only letter you get is termination of contract.
Academician, you people are mine now.
They need the same thing.
Okay.
We give them so we have actually if we have any issue, we used to have a committee on institutional measure. They will set a committee on those ones. When they set committee, they will invite them. Then they ask them their questions, each person, whoever finds it fault. And they will give them warning, or sometimes will give them suspension, depending on when the payment will come in. Then some, they might tell them to go. Yeah, that's how it is in my school. But we have the condition and terms and conditions in our school, which they get to each staff to read, to follow what due to them. If you are not coming to work, we give the part they give to them. They will not pay them for that for some day for that period. Then if they have issue in the office with their HOD, this and that, we give them, and that's how it is. The same thing.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That was a little vibration at that's supposed not to be our business. Okay, initiating and aligning plans with organizational visions, mission, and values. Now, aligning plans with an organization's vision, mission, values ensure that every action and decision supports the overall direction the organization is heading. And it is very, very important organization tailor whatever they are doing in line with where they are heading. Just like I told you in the story that I told the woman, madam, you think that tradition of what you people call performance management system is the best? No. Have a strategic mindset when you are planning for training. Strategic mindset will tell you, put your training and capacity development having in view where you are taking the company to. Having in mind where you're taking the company, which means if we want that company to become excellent company, our training will be geared towards producing excellence. And that is why most trainings are wasted. The targets of the training were not in line with what the company want to achieve. The targets, where they targeted the training is not what they wanted the company to achieve. Most trainings are reactive, and by the time the people are coming out of it, they have already corrected themselves. And it makes the training useless. To maximize what you're getting from training, what they call ROTI, return on training investment.
If I will give me cup number 2, they reduce my cup. I don't know, I eat bigger than I am.
To get ROTI, the training is supposed to be in line with where organization is heading for. Now, by systematically aligning strategic plans with organization vision, you can ensure that all effort of every member contributes to the intent of that. How do we achieve that easily? Let's take a look at what we have already known. The people must understand what vision is if we are to align, if we have to initiate and align our plan with the organization vision, this and that. Every member of the organization must come in terms with what is the vision of this place. I think sometimes some managers are too lax or lazy to let organization members know where the organization is headed. Sometimes they themselves don't even know. Sometimes it is hidden. Some people think that they don't need to let the people know. And sometimes they have different insecurity. I don't know why somebody working in an organization cannot really know the challenges the organization is facing or where the organization is going. Treating employees like that is a way of demotivating employees. I spoke on this many years ago. The one way you can demotivate employees is to treat them like children. Treat them like children. And I get cases, I give examples what it means to treat people like children. If by the time when you are entering this building, you see so many notices, follow here, go like this, turn like this, come in, enter this room, go there, you will know that somebody is insulting you. Somebody is not allowing you to use your own brain. When you give excess instruction, it is a way of telling people that I know you can't use your brain. I know you can't use your brain. Many people may not understand it, but that is true. So when you begin to over-instruct, over-advise, when you begin not to let the people know why they are working, you are also doing a similar thing. They are not being let to know what the organization is doing or achieving. So organization drivers, CEs, supposed to know for themselves and at the same time help those under them to know what the company is doing, where they are heading to, what they exist for, what they hold tenaciously. In this way, you are aligning your strategy with these things they know. In this way, when you have a strategy section, when they are talking, they will not talk in line with what they know the organization is up to. Now, there is a statement Madam Betty yesterday when I mentioned the NNPC. She defended the NNPC as somebody who knows NNPC. Do you know there are people in Akada who may not know NNPC much? Are you aware? There are people in your cadre who may not know NNPC as much. But the way she defended NNPC means that she knows where NNPC is heading, the challenges of NNPC, especially with respect to Nigeria. You know NNPC is like Nigerian baby. That means she understands what NNPC is going. I can bet you there are people in your level who may not really know what NNPC is passing through. That means those people are working, collecting salary, enjoying themselves, but they know too little of where they are. And it is not fair. It's very unfair to the society and to where one is working. Now, let's look at point number 2. Conduct what we call gap analysis. Always check the current strategies and current objective from time to time against the vision and the mission and the values and know whether they are matching and know whether they are in tandem according to people. Know whether they are matching. It is easy to say we are going to Kano. We want to be in Kano by Thursday, by Sunday, and we are heading towards Enugu. It is very, very easy. Which means your vision is not tallying with what you are doing. Or we say we are going to Kano. Let me use another example that will be better. And we are buying canoe. Now, buying canoe is a strategy. Going to Kano is an objective. Now, we're supposed to be thinking of getting a car or getting a plane, not to get a canoe. But if we have been reviewing our strategy in line with our vision, we will know that, oh, this place we are going, we don't need this strategy to achieve it. We need another strategy. Please, always review your strategy, especially in these days that changes are too rampant. In one of my books, I said that the rate of change is becoming alarmingly critical. Alarmingly critical. What you are learning now, in the next few days, you see another way. Another way. So you need to be always on the learning list. So number or second bullet, identify areas where there is misalignment. Doing that is what we technically call gap analysis in management. Gap analysis. That is difference between where you have stated and what is actually on ground. We call it gap analysis. It's always important in different aspects of your management career to always check gap analysis. Gap between what you have expected. Number 3 point. How do we align our plans, our strategy plans with vision, values? Remember, misalignment to it can take us to a failure. Strategy is very fragile thing. Now, develop goals that directly support the vision and mission. Develop goals. Put another way, develop objectives that directly support. As much as possible, be active, not passive, in developing objectives that directly supports the vision and the mission, so that you won't be driven by passive nature of the goal. In that case, now it makes your strategy simple, because you always will be thinking of what will I do to get this my goal. What will I do to achieve this my goal? Strategy is what you do to achieve your objective. Number B part of it, ensure that these goals are aligned in organizational values. Please, you know, somewhere Nigeria is a country that many people lack values, organizations lack values. But all of you are leaders, please, make sure you people enforce values, so that we will have a country we will live for our children. Make sure we enforce values. See that the goals, things that we are doing, align with organizational values. There is no organization that have wrong values. But the problem is that the values of the individuals driving these values are bad.
Overrun the organizational goal.
Their
personal value.
Overrun the organizational goal. Exactly, that's the right word. There is no organization itself. If you go to all these things, when we say that Nigeria has the weak institutions, go down and check what is written there. It is not bad. But individuals go overrun it, as Madam said. And that is the problem we have.
I have an example here now.
Okay.
When we were crossing this Trans-Amadi slaughter, that market there was overrun by Wike personal goal, and built a very big mall there. But the whole market now, that ordinarily should have been reformed to a standard market, are now on the street, littering the whole environment. You get it? And there's no replacement for the state.
Okay.
If you say the whole of this environment, maybe the place is congested, it's not good to have a market there, you would have provided a space where you locate the market to, because individuals must buy something, they need market. Now, you just scatter the market and put a beautiful mall there that is serving for nothing. And
then personal
goal. overrunning the state goal. The state goal is to provide this market for the citizens within here. But as a governor, he used his statue
To be the empire.
to make it personal. And now, thousands of people are littered everywhere, buying and selling, giving a very wrong image. Even if you use force now and drive them out of the rooms and friends they are, will they be hungry? Will they end their business? Will thousands of people end business because of one person? So where have you relocated them to? Did you modernize the market as to say, okay, everybody has a portion there, enter there? So there's no objective for the state. The individual goal to overrun it.
They use power anyhow on personal interest only, and they give a damn to nothing. So please, as much as lie within our control or influence, let's try to do this the two way we can do it right. Because the way things are going, time will come when there will be asking their values. Please. I keep emphasizing this anytime I have opportunity of talking to people. And as leaders in organization, let your subordinates have also the same picture and don't have the same value that everything is about to keep point and keep. Point and keep mentality so much in the society. Grab as you can grab.
One is that progressive we ate it for the
One time keep, grab as you can grab. So ensure that the goals are aligned with organizational value and reflect the desired behaviors and culture. That is where the manager's duty is not a light one, really, because these things can only move if the manager moves them. If the manager moves them. So the manager's duty is not just to give order; it's just to see that things are in place. That is why in the 21st century we are telling managers, stop being only managers, learn to be leaders.
Sure.
You can't really manage people. Try to lead people.
So that leaders can produce leaders.
Yes. Because if you keep trying to be managing people, human being is complex, so they are not money you can keep on this level. When you come, you see the money. Are you getting it? No human being is. You can't keep somebody on the table and expect to see the person back when you come. But what you need to do is to lead. Exemplify what you want the person to be or to do. And the person will follow you. And when the person follows you, you become the leader. Without the person following you, you are not leading. You are just taking a walk. So the fourth one is cascade goals throughout the organization. Break down goals into departments. Learn to pieces the typical goals into specific, minute things, so that as they are gathered together, achieved together, you become easy. Ensure that each department goals are aligned with operating mission and division. There is something the UC told the universities and the MBT told polytechnics also. They told them, okay, madam, maybe also in the body controlling COE, they told all departments to have a mission statement, vision statement, and core values. Are you aware?
What
Are you aware?
Yeah, what, sir?
You wasn't.
I didn't get what you said.
And
That's correct, that's correct.
Eh?
That's correct.
They told you, any UC told you,
University.
universities, MPT also told polytechnics, I think also that
College.
NECO.
College. I want to college.
It's all of them.
What body controls college?
It's MBT.
It's
It's not MPT. There is a Nigerian body that controls colleges of education.
MBT.
Which body controls colleges of education?
It's higher sure I know. The higher commissioner.
Eh?
Higher commissioner, yes. Colleges. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, they told them every department should come up with mission statement, vision statement, and core values. Now, these are principal management people have been teaching that they want to deploy. And you know one of the funny things, if you go and see, if you visit some of these universities and see what they are writing out here, mission and vision, you laugh. Now, but then, that is also good to begin to make people anywhere to begin to think in terms of strategy. Because that was the goal of MDT, to start to plant in them strategy mentality. Now what I'm going to say here now, if they can begin to think in that way and I enable them to cascade, you know the meaning of cascading, now breaking down something on top of each other, that is cascading. If I carry this thing, now break it and talk like this, I'm cascading. Now breaking down strategy goes into department specific objective. Now if the Department of Agriculture, Crop Science will now come up with its goal of maybe producing crops that are not genetically modified but purely modified, and Department of Soil Science come up with producing, making the soil fine or whatever, and Department of Animal Husbandry come up with their own animal, and then the Department of Farm Extension AEC come up with farm management and the extension services. When we bring it, these four goals together, we will be achieving a goal for agriculture. Are you getting it? We will be achieving a singular goal or objective for agriculture under that faculty. Now let us say that these four are in the same faculty. Now, we go to other area. Let's say science. Physics come up with their own goal. Mathematics come up with their own goal. But microbiology come up with their own goal. And when we add all these goals, including computer science and whatever that are in the School of Science, when they come up with their science goal, when we match them, science come up with a single goal. When we put all of these goals, we achieve a goal for the entire university. Are you getting it? Now we are talking about breaking down that strategic goals. And now I would also want you to have this mindset also as you people go back now. Let's say that you're in operations now. Your goal and your issue is about operations. Operations. There is somebody that will be doing the one of human resources management, which does not concern you. There is somebody that should be doing the one of finance. That is how to secure credit and how to manage credit for the organization and the financial things. There is somebody that is doing the one of security. When all of these things gather together, it forms one thing for the entire organization. It forms one thing. No one will have overlapping one. And no one will have the one that will cover as if it is the organization's own. These are things at the strategy section. We make sure that they are properly cascaded. Break down the strategy goes into a department-specific objective. Ensure that each department goal align with the overarching. Each department goal come up reflecting a bit, an aspect of the entire organizational goal. Communicate. Very, very important. Communicate. One of the greatest things you do to yourself in life as a manager is to learn to communicate effectively. Manager's time is 90% all the time communicating. If it's not communicating by talking, it's communicating by listening. Listening is one of the avenues to communicate. If it's not communicating by that, it is talking, it is writing, it is instructing, it's doing many things. And you must communicate effectively, otherwise it's wasted. It's wasted. Ensure that all stakeholders understand their roles and contribute to the organization's vision. Every stakeholder. We are going to talk about stakeholder after this. We wanted even to start with it, but Madam was not around. We decided to give her the benefit of waiting for her.
Thank you so much.
Regularly communicate the importance of aligning actions with the values of the organizations. Incorporate values into decision making. You can see I keep repeating the word values. incorporate it into decision making. There are three things I normally link together: thinking, decision, and acting. That is action. These three linkages are very, very important. Before you take decisions, you should be able to think. And before you act, you should be able to have decided on what to act on. And in deciding, pay more attention to decision consequence more than decision itself. Pay more attention to the consequence of the decision more than the decision you are taking itself. Can you carry the weight of the decision? You know, just like you said yesterday, the consequence of the loss. You know, when I gave the example of IBM young man, you are talking about the weight of the loss. Madam, it's not talking anything.
No, I'm not lost. I'm just saying,
okay.
when I get what I want, don't mind me, I multitask, that is me.
But that's, yeah.
Yeah.
So I say you can incorporate values into decision making. In your decision making, don't just make a decision, let there be value element. Now, when I use the word value, two things come out expressed. Value, apart from being what you hold tenacious, value means also substance. Value means substance. Value means also what I give you that is so tangible, almost tangible. For instance, if I'm teaching you now how to be a millionaire, and I told you that take this thing, go and sell. If you sell it, you become a millionaire. I have given you a value. Because apart from teaching you principle, I have given you specific thing that you will do and achieve that thing. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
That is another meaning of value.
Yeah.
Apart from value being what you hold tenacious, maybe in Hangdong, according to UB, they say that this thing is hair. H-E-I-R. They are values. I think one of them, I don't know what they call that. I think humble.
So what you are saying is replicable in most eastern part of the country. You have a son, probably don't have much to train him. You send it to somebody that will train him how to sell. For 5 years, the man has told you all the principles of how to sell papers. And after 5 years, he gave you money to start his papers. There's a substance that was given. Or he gave you some section of his papers. So you use this section.
He tell you his customers.
Yes.
I'm giving you this person, get my contacts.
Yes.
Tell him I send
I
you.
send you. Give
It's
you
a
so
balance.
fast. So apart from learning,
Apart from you
he
are giving
has
a value.
already empowered you to give a substance.
Yeah. Like sometimes when I run seminar, after general teaching, I offer some people opportunity of giving them values. That's giving them some specific secret I didn't want to discuss. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
We call those things value also. Now, encourage decision makers to consider organization's value in every decision. Use values as filter to evaluate options and guide actions. Monitor and adjust the plans. Remember, we are still talking about how to align organizational strategy
Yes.
or strategy plans. How to align it to organizations' vision, mission, values. Regularly review progress towards the goals. Regularly review. I normally advocate that organizations that are trying to or want to be a strategy focused organization should have a team that normally on a daily basis visit and monitor progress, just like they normally do for quality assurance team. Are you getting it? To make sure, and I also, anytime I teach on customer services, I always emphasize that organization should not just learn customer service, they should have a team that sits on top of it every day. I like what I saw one day I was in Abuja airport. Every morning, Peace Airline, they make a circle and talk on customer services for 20 to 30 minutes every morning. After they have discharged the first set of this, normally around 10 or 11. I observed that in 2 times. And I say these people were well taught by their consultants. That is not sufficient to attend customer services training. It is proper that every morning you reassure yourself, let one person recite one customer service nuggets and resensitize everybody. It makes everybody to be on his tiptoe. Are you getting it? Okay, good. Adjust plans that needed to maintain. Okay, foster a culture of alignment. Encourage culture where employees are motivated to act in ways that support the mission. Encourage culture. Don't easily obliterate people's culture. Don't easily obliterate people's way of doing things. And but see a way you can encourage a culture where people are motivated to act in ways that support the vision, the mission, and the value. Recognize and reward behaviors that exemplify alignment, ability to align, ability to fit in, ability to be a fitted component in a system. Most of that is what we discuss under EI, emotional intelligence. You will have attended seminars on emotional intelligence? Incorporate feedback loops. I will be stopping this on this place. Incorporate feedback loops. Collect feedback from employees. Collect feedback from employees. Collect feedback from employees. Very, very important. Collect feedback from other stakeholders on effectiveness of the alignment. Effectiveness of the alignment. Use the feedback to refine your strategy and plans continually. So much things come through feedback. So much things come when we begin to collect feedback. It helps us. And never see feedback as an insult or misinterpreting you. Even if the feedback seems as if it is reducing you or misinterpreting you, you can still learn something. It can also make you to sit up well. It can also tell you that this is the way people are seeing me. Your file about yourself may not be the same file people are holding. The way you see yourself may not be the same way people are seeing you, which means that way they are seeing you also matter. Perspective may be wrong, but it is real. Perspectives may be wrong, but it is real. If I say you are a thief, it is really wrong. You are not. But you know it is real. How do you know it is real? I will start treating you like a thief.
Sure.
Are you getting it?
So say give a good dog a bad name so that you can kill it.
Now, why is it real? Somebody had told me you're a thief. But the truth about it is you are not. Validly speaking, you are not. Reality speaking, what he told me is still hanging in my brain, in my mind, and I'm beginning to act on it. That makes it, to me, it is
Even without verifying.
even without verifying. That is why don't allow people's perspective over you that is wrong to stand. Yeah. Do as much as possible to disabuse it. Do as much as possible to clear yourself. Don't say, does it bother me? It bothers. Because people treat you not the way you are, they treat you the way they perceive you. Are you getting it, madam?
Yes, sir.
People treat you the way they perceive you. That is why when people give you a wrong name or wrong tag, do as much as possible to just spoke and tell them that this is wrong.
And also demonstrate it in your act.
And demonstrate it
In your action.
both in your voice and your action.
Yeah.
Don't let it stay, because they will start building on that as a brick. They start building on top of it. Even I learned that from the Bible. Listen, Jesus was not careful to say, after all, I know myself. After all, I'm God. Are you getting it? After all, whatever they are saying, does it concern me? Am I living in sin like that? He didn't say that. He said, what do they say? He didn't even ask them, what do you say? What did they?
And after that, they say,
you now, what do you? Because you also have a perspective of me. So if he can teach us that, it means don't take your perspective. And one of my perspective is a chapter. I put it together with attitude, because perspective takes from attitude. When people form a perspective, they put an attitude towards it. It becomes attitude they express anytime they see you. And what do you call an attitude? The window in which people see things. The window in which people see things. Attitude. So, when feedback are given, it can help you to see a perspective you are not seeing. Is it what is happening? It helps you to know what people are thinking about you. So they are thinking of me like this. It's okay. Then you know what to do. You know whether to go and counter if it's a serious issue. You know whether to ignore if it is not important to you. But somehow you have got a message.
Yeah.
They call it feedback. Feedback, not feed forward.
Feedback.
Feedback.
So pay attention to the feedback.
Okay, just it's a perspective. When I was in Ando before, some 10 years ago, the old appraiser, normal appraiser is that your boss appraise you. So your boss finish appraising you, your boss will give you 60% upon all the job you have done, 50-60%. And eventually the MD, but eventually they are making money. The MD appraise their boss 90%. At a particular time, I said something is wrong somewhere. So the appraiser changed to 360 from top to bottom. Say, you appraise our boss first. It's after that appraisal, they close that system and find another person. People now say, this my manager is very, very incompetent. He relies on paperwork and does not even appreciate the origin of the source of the work. Very arrogant and all those things. The MD, the top, that's Tinubu now, I think goes to Tinubu and all this thing. Is that what is happening? That is a close. All those managers, that the other manager got 40%, 30%. And they close. Because I appraise you, we finish a job, raise more than above. And you appraise me and give me 45%. And when the group saw what the department generates, and somebody said in the department, the group give the department head 90%. They said, but something is wrong. You cannot be making this 90%. There are people that are making it. You're only coordinating. So when the appraiser change, the new perspective comes.
There is something I do personally. I don't know what informed me of it, maybe out of experience, but during appraisal, I cannot appraise my immediate subordinate until I see the appraisal of your own subordinates.
Yeah.
Because the performance of the subordinates is your output.
Yes, no.
So if you go and mark all of them down, I can't come and mark you excellent.
No,
If you mark them down, I'll mark you down, and obviously I am down.
Yes.
So if you think we are working, all of us did it together. So you appraise them, I'll see it, I'll okay it before I touch your own. So based on whatever you rate them, that's how your rating is. That's my style. That's my style. Anything short of that, I won't
How do you do the appraiser?
To praise somebody. Then naturally, if you do hard work, that's your work you do in the offices.
They normally give file to head of department and ask you people to fill it in, to submit to head of department.
That's when, yes, they give us, then they pick the best best workout they are praising.
Do not appraise others.
It's even those who work very well, hard working. They go.
Appraisal is for
Everybody. If you are talking of comments,
Good, they will write it there. If you're bad, they will write it there.
There is what they call amua appraisal.
that's what they finish at the end of the day.
That's what we call half form. They feel when they want to do promotion.
Okay.
That's what we
Appraisal is not even an instrument.
Appraisal is to assess your performance, to rate you for the year.
Yeah, no,
In fact, now we do mid-year appraisal. We have already done that for
We
this
have
year.
asked money for companies to begin.
We have already done mid-year.
my school is 3 years appraisal.
3 years.
Yes, when they want to promote them.
Sorry.
That's
Oh
why
my
they see
God.
the
That is what she said, that after that they promote for
Yeah.
that was in my school.
They use it as a promotional.
Everything where you
Our own too is also a promotional tool. But even when you are not due for promotion, we still appraise you. You can get bonus. You can
We
get
don't do
query.
that in my school.
You can get warning. It depends on how you
Our
rate it.
appraisal is quarterly. First quarter, second quarter. We are not going to do, we are going to do third quarter and we do fourth quarter.
To be able to interact with the staff and know what is passing
What is
through, what is
passing through.
affecting the job.
Whether you need more resources or
Whether
you
yes.
need
Just like that, like that, yeah, my office I'm working on that the registrar.
Yeah, go.
The registrar.
Okay.
Which my office, I'm the HOD of that is establishment.
The registrar.
Yes.
You are HOD.
I'm the HOD of the
Then
service.
sit up, my
No,
friend.
no, I'm not entering the office for the first time there.
Okay.
I work under, I'm in other offices before, under the lecturer. Be that under the registrar, they now put my HOD to
Then now your rank has grown.
okay, yes, which I collect
See,
my appointment letter.
I'm now talking to you.
Uh-huh.
This training you are seeing, we are not ranking for first position.
No.
I understand.
And we are not ranking for graduate certificate. We are all ranking as leaders. And that is why you are here. So that we can perform better by this interaction. So ranking you as a HOD, for my understanding, HOD means head of department.
Yeah.
If you're a head of department, you have to be firm and you have to be bold. It doesn't matter whether you're quiet. Listen now, this is a training you have come.
Yeah.
So one, sit up. I say sit up as you're sitting.
I've seen
No,
that.
they are laughing. Sit up. You must learn to sit up.
Okay.
If you are lackadaisical,
The people will
your
divide
subordinates will not listen to you.
Yeah.
You will never be taken serious. A leader has a commanding tone. It doesn't mean you insult anybody, but you have to be firm. Are you understanding me? You're taking it for the first time now. Thank you God for this kind of opportunity where you are meeting leaders too. So turn yourself now. Begin to re-unlearn, like we mentioned yesterday, and relearn so that you can learn. Whatever you think is who you are before, you are out of that level. You are no more in that box. You are the boss of leadership now. So you have you're talking like yourself.
No, what Madam said, I wanted to make comment because part is why we are here now. If you check now, there's a system here, your school is operating. Part of the training you will learn here now is that you have somebody report to, you are HOD, but maybe like a registrar.
Yeah, that's one.
So part of the innovation is that after this training, part of the thing you are advising, suggesting to the department that we might not be waiting for 3
Promotion
years.
time.
Promotion time to appraise you. Some people do it quarterly, but because of the nature of our own, we might do biannual or yearly. I'm just giving you just example. Because that is part of what we are learning. Are you learning from us? I've been appraising for more than 5 years. So listen.
Okay.
So it becomes a suggestion. Then it's expecting you to bring modalities of how
Improvement.
and that
Show
is
that you attended.
that's
why they are spending
and that is where we are here now.
Yeah.
So the elements of later, even better, we can get a contact, elements of what to look at with. And you cannot appraise a man without giving him resources. So this is a teacher. What does that teacher need? He need this, 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 he need this. So now, what mother is telling you is a leader. Some people are born to lead. Some people attend leadership through training and effort. Some people can never lead. And that's what you call situational leader. different approaches on different conditions. You can call people to seek the opinion, which is okay, till they go. It's not just stubborn people. That's what you call the other type of leadership, carrot and stick.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to that. But we are trying to tell you that sit up.
Sit up, my dear.
No, I know what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm telling you, you don't know. If you cannot flow among your peers, don't mind the pocket. Don't mind your salary. The leader is a leader. Whether you are paid 20,000 to be a married wife, or you are paid 20 million to be a married wife,
of a department.
a wife is a wife.
Man.
A leader is a leader.
Yes,
And in the school sector, it's more difficult to lead.
Yeah.
Because you are dealing with students, you are dealing with teachers, school
parents.
very, some of them have different mentality, they're all learned. So if you are not firm, you cannot lead.
That's
They will make you an incompetent leader.
No, they don't do that. I've heard before when I was in secondary school. I was not a principal.
You said?
I was not a principal when I was in secondary school.
Yes.
Which I did my best for them before I left there to the college.
Okay.
So,
But you have not attained this level.
no, I mean, I'm telling
You
you,
have been working,
no.
according to you have been working under HODs.
Yes.
But today, you
Yeah,
are
now
the
I get you.
HOD.
Even I work under them, I still give them suggestion.
And not giving suggestions. Now you are managing human beings and resources. That time you are managing only your boss.
No,
You are not even managing your boss. You are taking instruction.
Yeah.
So whether you like it or not, you move with it. But now you will be giving the instruction. And revolts will come.
Different.
Challenges will
And that's
come.
where the leader comes in.
Ideas will come. You know ideas that are bad.
Yeah.
Some ideas will be good. Don't see it as who are you to challenge.
Listen to every idea.
Who are you to talk to?
No, listen
don't
to
Do
do
you
it.
know I'm the HOD?
Listen.
No, I don't do
And
that.
then don't, because also you don't want to offend anybody, you take everything.
Nah.
You must shift the wheat and the chaff.
Take this.
I understand. Just that my school, no, we are under provost, now we provost. We use the head, head of the school, followed by the registrar, who is the secretary to the provost. We have bossa, we have Nigerian, and so on. But be that in this our school, they don't do appraisal in our school. What people are just saying now, when they say they give award.
What we are saying is that you can suggest. We didn't say you will implement.
Eh?
When you
those
go
who,
now.
those who are the there, they did it, they could not do it.
No, they are not. They are
I know my school very well.
Listen, you don't know your school.
Madam, we have been in the system for,
Oh my God.
20 years.
Those who say that's the way we do it, they don't.
Have you read Stephen Covey? This book we are talking about now. What we are talking now, we call it paradigm.
Paradigm shift.
There's a paradigm that you will mental. This is the way things are done, and it's difficult to change for your angle. It doesn't go like
This is
that.
the way we do it, doesn't go.
Do it, whether they accept it or not accept it is irrelevant. But I made a suggestion.
With her mentality,
Yeah.
it means that even in the 100 years,
Yes, it cannot
that
be.
should remain the same.
Exactly. That's a
But
paradigm.
knowing fully well that not all your mates are in this class,
Yeah.
that means there is a change already in that school.
Yeah. That's
You
okay.
understanding me?
Yeah.
Are you the one paying for your bill?
No, many people went to different.
Are you the one paying for the bill
This
or the
one.
school?
This one,
Yes.
it was taken from their sponsor.
It is the school that sponsored you. So if the school have sponsored you, it means they are clamoring for a
The change
change.
that when you come, you try to introduce certain things.
So when you go now, you write your report
There's a report.
as
What you
what you
What you
learned
learned.
from the
Six
exam.
We went to report before.
They're not listening.
No, I have gone before. I used to
Listen
write.
very well now. Leave what you know. That's why you are in class.
Okay.
Take what you don't know
Take
now
what you don't
and
know.
go back with it. We are giving you free of charge.
Free of charge.
Some of us have put in 30 years to get this knowledge. We didn't just pick
I have a
it up.
master's in business admin, ESU Business School. 12 of my training is Lagos Business School, Philip Consulting for more than 18-20 years.
You know-
But we left it under, come here to listen.
You know when I had masters?
So
As
leave
far back
that.
as year 2000.
So leave it. Implement something.
As far back as year 2000.
So-
That was when I had masters. How many years ago? 24 years ago. But I
You still
go,
are coming for knowledge.
I go on training.
Steady.
That's no month I don't go on training.
Knowledge is powerful.
That's no month I don't go on training, both international and local.
Yeah.
And for you to go on training and help your organization, is ability to take in what you can't do
Wow.
before. What you can't do before, not what you are doing before. What you are doing, you already know it. The new thing you have learned here now is what you are going with.
Yes.
And part of the things you are going with, you are meeting practical leaders who are even giving you more than that is in the blackboard. So take it. When you go, write a firm report. When I mean firm, a strong-worded report. It doesn't mean you write and write all these things and copy notebook and give them back. No, it can be one page, straight on point.
Yes.
And one of those straight on point is that for strategic to work well in an organization, there should be review.
Yeah.
And that review can only be done through effective appraisal, which is supposed to be quarterly, biannually, or annually.
To know whether our staff are aligned with the organization goals and vision.
3 years for purpose of promotion. But by this training, I have discovered that appraiser is not just for those who will be promoted, it's also to enable staff to sit up in their performance.
In line with the institution objective and mission.
Finish.
That's all.
Only that page.
Somebody will know that
have
you've
covered
everything.
Any grammar you want to write. You are not here to copy the lecturer's note. And you will now suggest, I humbly suggest that our school, despite the fact that we do promotion 3 years, should inculcate the idea of biannual or quarterly appraisal to enable people give room for improvement.
Identify gaps for improvement.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That report alone is a wonderful.
And somebody will know that you really.
know you went for training.
Forget all this already.
You don't need to copy.
Why we are here, not all these things we don't have 20 years ago. We are here to refresh our knowledge and know the new things that are in the industry.
Exactly.
Are you getting me? But when we can assist, we assist. Which one we have done now?
They try to change. They have advanced you well enough.
Forget the school theory, say 3-4 years. It's a paradigm that needs to change.
We will be going into the second part.
This one is a very sweet one.
Any question?
It's a participatory class. That is why we've answered the
We have been
question.
asking and answering all the questions.
Yes.
So we
Let me
stop.
just still have more questions.
Okay.
All right.
God, you people are doing why you're here. You will not give me a madam water.
Baby, we are not qualified to drink
No,
water.
I bought this one was coming.
You see, huh?
See, this is my water.
No, they're supposed to give you water.
And change better.
Change strategy. Change your strategy.
You put AC now without AC working.
Change your strategy.
You move the money from 30,000 to 120,000.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't perform.
This one, they will give us fresh fun.
Sorry, we follow the train.
The water not complete, oh. You didn't give her.
Sir,
She bought
can
her.
the fan come to one?
No problem.
Just one.
Please bring her own water.
I'll do just.
Or you don't need it.
You need it.
You need it and you're not talking. Now maybe the talkative.
No, I don't want to give us our food. That's what they give us.
Eh?
I don't want to give us our food.
This is, you hear us demanding. It is
A new change.
This
It's a
one
new
goes
strategy.
with the tea.
It's a new strategy.
Tea. This one goes with the tea. Lunch will come with another
They
one.
are strategy. We are
We
strategizing.
are strategizing to make NIM better so that we'll be coming for more training.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And win some souls.
Our-
When I go now, canvas, the protocol name and up and do it. You see people putting their training here.
Like that you said there, Oga, this area is very important. People have core values.
Yes, one could.
Let me share one. Our core value is called TRACE. T-R-A-C-E. And before they formed this core values, there was town hall meeting. We were town hall meeting, and company's objectives were defined for everybody. Purpose and mission. The question is, what type of behaviors should we hold values that will make sure we achieve vision? So after brainstorming different departments, I went to Lagos, stayed 1 week, and came back Port Harcourt. So we come with choice. See, there must be teamwork for us to achieve visions. And we define the law of team. You are as strong as your weakest link. Everybody must be supported. After that, we go to our respect, irrespective of your position. Respect go from parallel to down and horizontal. Then accountability. You must be accountable in what you are doing and the resources asset given to you. See, commitment. You must be committed to your job. And finally, excellence. We cherish excellence. Quality. What is quality? Conformal to specification. We don't need to say second. If you can do it well the first time. That's our demand. So
We call it professional excellence.
yes. So everybody will have it. But you see that it goes to our mission as a company, which is to participate in the oil industry in a sustainable manner. And our vision is to be the growth operational company of equity. To be, that's where we want to be. So it can't be there if there's not incorporated this core values. So it's a very interesting topic, that master.
Yeah. Madam, what is NMPC core values?
Integrity, accountability, and professional excellence. Integrity, accountability, and professional excellence. Then under it is respect for one another. Yes.
And this is an ambition. Look at, let us even look at that.
That's the mission statement. Shall remain the prime driver of management standards and values in all ramifications, and a veritable change agent in strategic transformations delivery, enduring stakeholder value in perpetuity.
Maybe I speak on what we can take us from that, and then conclude with stakeholders issue, because oftentimes I discover that this subject matter of vision, mission, and core value are not well crafted, even by best of the companies. I've seen them giving what looks like a very open-sided, what do they call it now? Open-sided. I'm trying to do something which I'm having problem. Did you record that?
This one.
Did you record the last one?
This one, yeah.
And stop it and start another one.
Okay.
You recording every. I'm trying to record something.